a pair of straight pitch per gear is to transmit 20 kilowatt power when the pinion rotates at 300 rpm, and the velocity ratio is 1:3, and allowable static stress for pinion and gear are 120 megapascal and 100 megapascal. Okay, the pinion has 15 teeth and its face width is 14 times the module. Okay? And we need to find the module, face width, and pitch circle diameters of both pinion and gear from the standpoint of strength only, and by taking the effect of dynamic loading into consideration. Okay, so here the power is 20 kilowatt, and the speed of the pinion is 300 rpm, and the velocity ratio, that is n2 by n1, is 1 by 3. Sorry, it is n1 by n2 is n1 by n2 is 3. So T2, so our Z2 by Z1 is 3. Okay, so and sigma O1 and sigma O2 are the static stresses for the gear and pinion. And the first step is to identify the weaker member. Okay, we need to construct a table with sigma O and Y, where Y is the Lewis form factor. And in the last class, we have seen that we have various equations for various type of gear system, that is whether it is 14.5 degree involute or 20 degree involute or 20 degree stop speed. Okay, here it is 20 degree involute. So we have chosen the second equation, that is Y is equal to 0.154 minus 0.912 by Z. So here for Y1 and Y2, we have substituted Z1 and Z2, and we got the values as 0.0932 and 0.1337. Okay, and by looking into the product of sigma O and Y, since sigma O1 Y1 is lesser than sigma O2 Y2, pinion is the weaker member. Next is the tangential tooth load. So if we know the tangential tooth load, then we can design the gear by using the Lewis beam strength equation. So the tangential tooth load is given by Ft, that is equal to 9550 PCS by NR. And the equation number is 23.87B. Okay, this is the equation. Okay, here N is the speed in RPM and R is the pitch circle radius in meters and P is power in kilowatts. And CS is the service factor that we have chosen based on the operating the time and load of the gear. So here we choose 1 as the service factor by considering a steady shock and 8 to 10 hours per day of working. Okay, so the service factor is 1. So upon substitution, we got the Ft, that is the actual tangential load, as 84 kilonewton, 84 by 84 into 10 power 3 divided by m kilonewton. Sorry, m newton. And next, we need to find out the beam strength. So the beam strength equation is Ft, that is equal to sigma O by P kV, where sigma O will become sigma O1 because pinion is the weaker member, and B is the face width. It is equal to 14 times the module. It is given in the question, and Y will become Y1, that is the Lewis form factor of the pinion. So it is 0.0932. And P is a circular pitch, that is equal to pi m, and kV is the velocity factor. This kV is dependent on the pitch line velocity. So, but to find out the pitch line velocity, again, we need the value of module m. So here we need to make some assumption. Okay, but this is not the only way. We have some other ways to solve this. Here, by assuming Assuming Vm is less than 7.5 meter per second, we have chosen this equation, that is kV is equal to 3 by 3 plus Vm, that is equation number 23.1348. Okay, so from this equation, we got the value of kV as 3 divided by 3 plus 236 into 10 power minus 3 m. Okay, this is the value of kV. Okay, now we have substituted everything, and what will be the simplest form of this FT? 120 multiplied by 14 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 0.
One four seven 5.69 by 3 by 3 plus 236 into 10 power minus 3 m.
So it is 1.45 into 10 power 3 divided by 3 plus 236 into 10 power, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, 1.475 into 10 power 3 m square. And 236
square.
into 10 power minus 3 m. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So this is equation 2. Okay. Now, what we know is, we know that, go to the next slide. We know that for safe design, load on the gear tooth must be less than the strength of the tooth, right? Whether this statement is correct?
Yes, sir.
So for the optimistic design, what we can say is the load on the gear tooth should be at least equal to the strength of the tooth. Okay, therefore we can equate, and equating equation 1 and 2. Okay, what is the first equation? 844.83 divided by m. 84.
88, sir.
88
Into 10 power 3 divided by m.
into 10 power 3
Divided by
divided by
m.
m, that is
One-
equal to
1.475 1.475 into 10 power 3 m square divided by 3 plus 236 into 10 power minus 3 m. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have this equation. Now Can we find the value of m?
M1 I got 6.37 and M2 and M3 I got minus 3.187.
So here we can cross multiply, right?
Yes, sir.
Or we can interchange this. So with 3 plus 236 into 10 power minus 3 m is equal to 1.475 into 10 power 3 m cube divided by 84.88 into 10 power 3, right? So it is 3.236 into 10 power minus 3 m is equal to 10 power 3, 10 power 3 get cancelled. So it is almost 0.0174 m cube, right? How to solve this equation? How to solve it? So if you solve this equation, you will get the value of m. But how to solve?
Sir, minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a.
That is for degree 2, sir.
In cubic equation. ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ನೀನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ
ಸರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಸರ್.
ಹೆಂಗೆ
ಡಿಗ್ರಿ 3 ತಗೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್.
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ?
ಸರ್ ಈ 1 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಅನ್ನೋನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತು ಸರ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ 2 or 3 ಅಂತ ಕೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ಅವಾಗ 3 ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್. ಸೊ x1 5.62 ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ minus 2.8.
So upon solving this, you will get the free value m1, m2, m3. So m1 is
6.37.
6.37 and m2 is
minus 3.187. Same,
and
sir.
m3
minus 3.187.
Okay, this is the answer for the cubic equation. So here m1 is 6.37 and m2 is minus 3.18 and m3 is again minus 3.18. So which value we should choose?
6.37.
We need to choose 6.37. So if the second answer is 10.38 minus 10.38, then which one we need to choose? So if m2 is minus 10, then we need to choose 10 as the module. Okay. By neglecting the sign, whichever has got the maximum value, so that we need to choose. Okay. But here the second value is minus 3.3, 9.18. So the module is 37. Okay, but this is not the standard module. This is not the standard module. So for that, we need to refer into the another table. So here this table gives the standard module sizes. Okay, so here the answer what we got from the solving the cubic equation is 6.37.
0.37.
It is 6.37 is the model what we got from the equation. So if you look into the table, where is 6.37? So this is 6 and the next value is 8. So module is 8 mm. Why do we need to choose 8? We can choose 6.5 and 7. That is also there in the table. So here you can see numbers without brackets are preferred. Okay. So the preferred size is 8 mm. Any doubt?
No, sir.
So the preferred size is 8 mm. And the module is 8 mm. And from table, what is the table? 23.3. The preferred module. The preferred size module is 8 mm. Okay. Now, that is the first question. Second part is face width. So what is the face width? Face width D, it is given as 14 times 2, 8. So it is 112 mm. And pitch circle diameter of pinion, that is D1 is M Z1, right? M is equal to D by Z and D is equal to M Z. D1 is M Z1. So it is 8 into 15. So it is 120 mm. And pitch circle M. Please excuse me for a while. So the diameter D2 is equal to M Z2. So M is 8 and what is Z2? What is Z2?
45, sir.
45. 45.
45. So is
360.
360 mm. Okay. So now we got all the answers. Module, face width and pitch circle diameter. Okay. And now let's cross check our answers. Okay. So the actual tangential tooth load. What is actual tangential tooth load? That is Ft is equal to 9550 PCS by N1 R1. Right? So here, if I substitute all the values, that is 9550 into P. What is the power? What is the power? It is 20 kilowatt. So it is 20 and CS is 1 divided by N1. What is N1? It is 300 RPM. N1 is 300 and R1 is half of D1, that is 60. 60 mm. So 60 divided by 10 power 3. So we'll get it in meter. So what is the answer for this? What is the answer?
Ten 10.61 into 10 power 3.
Is it 10?
10.61 into 10 to the power of 3 watts. Hey, sorry,
Here is
not watts,
9550
Newton per meters.
divided by 300 into 60 E minus 3. Okay. It is 10.61 kilonewton, right? And the beam strength or the capacity of the teeth, that is Ft is equal to sigma O1 dy T kV. Sigma O1 dy T kV. Okay, so sigma O1 is, what is sigma O1?
Movable stress.
120 megapascal.
120.
120 megapascal, so it is 120 to 10 power 6. And
One
with
per-
B is
112.
it is 112 divided by 10 power 3, so we will get it in meters. And Y is 0.0932 and P is circular pitch, that is 5 into 5m, that is 5 into 8, again divided by 10 power 3. We need it in terms of meters. Multiplied by kV. kV is 3 by 3 plus Vm, so that is 3 by 3 plus 236 into 10 power 3 into 8. So if we solve this, what will be the answer? It's 36 into 10 power minus 3. So here 10 power 3, 10 power 3, 10 power 3. We cancel each other. So what is the answer? The answer is did anyone got this answer?
Yes, sir.
Sir, 0.05002.
0.05002. No, you calculate this. First, 236 into 10 power minus 3 into 8 plus 3. 3 divided by answer. So you will get answer for this. And then you multiply all the remaining. Manoj Roda.
Yes, sir, we got, sir.
Sir, I got 18.13 into 10 to the power 3.
I got 19.32, sir. Kilonewton, sir.
See, you should get 19.32. That is what the answer I got. Okay, you set the
Sir,
calculator.
I got 19.
So now,
Sir, 19.32.
okay. So now, how do you interpret these two results? So the actual load is 10.61, but the same tooth has the capacity to sustain a load of 19.32. So whatever the answer you got is perfect. It is okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go to the next problem. A gear drive is required to transmit a power of 22.5 kilowatts. The velocity ratio is 1:2, and speed of the pinion is 200. Okay. The approximate center distance is 600 mm. Okay. The teeth is 20-degree curved involute profile. And the sigma O for the gear material is 50 megapascal. And face width is 10 times the module. Find module phase width and number of teeth on each gear.
Sir, change the slide, sir.
What happens here? I have written this question on my tab, but here it is not showing up.
It is not visible, sir. The question is not visible.
Now, is it visible now?
No, sir.
Maybe. Okay, I think I made a mistake. I opened a new presentation window,
Okay, sir. Now it is.
but Zoom has okay, but the Zoom has projected the shared the earlier file. Okay, it was the mistake from my side. Okay, a gear drive is required to transmit a power of 22.5 kilowatts, and the velocity ratio is 1:2, and the speed of the pinion is 200 RPM. Okay, 200 RPM. The approximate center distance is 600 mm. Center distance between the shafts is 600 mm, and the teeth is 20-degree stub involute profile, and the allowable static stress for the gear and the pillion is 60 megapascal. That is, both the gears are made up of same material, and the phase width is 10 times the module. So find the module phase width and number of teeth on each gear. Okay. So after doing this, after finding all these things, check the design for dynamic and wear loads. Okay. Okay, check the design for dynamic and wear loads. Okay, this is the question. So here, up to this part, it is same as the previous problem, but here we need to extend the the problem is extended by we need to check the design for dynamic and wear loads. Okay, this is the additional part. Okay, can you solve the first part of the question? Can you find the module phase width and number of teeth? ಮಾತಾಡ್ರಿ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ. Okay, we will solve this problem in the next class. Thank you.